Hi guys, just gonna wait for a few more people to come into the room. How is everybody doing? So I think I'll start with, if you're not happy with your membership or you're not happy with your subscription, don't be any of those things and I'll read for you anyway. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question only on every live. This live will go on to my YouTube channel at some point. After about a week, I say. And then I'll post it up on my YouTube channel. Depending on how I feel, I might go on Instagram straight after this. There's not like a lot of people on there. There's like 20, 25 people on there. And I usually am on there straight after TikTok doing 1 hour free readings, but I'll let you know how I feel during the end of the live. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. You can just copy and paste your question, and if my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe to get a reading, and you do not need to follow me to get a reading. But I will keep on saying this, you do not need to be a member. If you're not happy with your membership or you're not happy with your superfan or subscriptions, then don't be any of those things. And if my guides highlight your name, I will read for you anyway. I do not expect you to tap the screen to get me to a certain amount of likes. Not asking you to do that. Again, don't ask you to gift, don't ask you to like, share, or subscribe. If you would like to get an in-depth 10 card reading, I have pinned it in the corner of the screen there. That will get you on my list and you will bypass the people in the room. The first 15 minutes is always going to go to my members and my super fans. I'll set an alarm clock, and once the alarm clock goes off, I will cater to my gifters. If you want an in-depth reading, it's the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of your screen. Click on that. The meteor shower will pop up on the screen with your name and you'll be added onto my list. And then you will get read for once I'm done with the 15 minutes. I always make sure that I prioritize my members and my super fans. I have many members and I have many super fans, so I have to make sure that I read for everybody equally. I do go live twice a week for my super fans and I block everybody else out. So if you're a super fan, you get me twice a week. 1 day of teaching, everything and anything, and the other day would be of tarot. So if I don't get to all of my super fans on my normal live, I will get to you on the 2 days a week when I go live. So again, you do not need to tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things, and I'll still read for you anyway. If you would like to get a private reading with me, face-to-face paid one-to-one reading, I only do private paid readings privately. The only time I do free readings is during my live and on my live only. So if you're messaging me about, does somebody love me, straight after my live, you are not going to get a response. If you do not follow me, you can ask me only one question every time I go live. Just one. That's if my guides highlight your name. Love and appreciate you for all the gifts, but I don't need you to gift me. Don't need to gift me. It doesn't allow you to... gifting, love and appreciate you, but I don't want you to gift me. If you're going to abuse me later on after my live and tell me that you sent me 5 roses, 20 roses, because it doesn't work like that. This is why I say don't need to gift me. Don't need to like, share, or subscribe. Don't need to follow me. I don't want your abuse at the end of it. Don't need to do any of those things. Copy and paste, copy and paste. If I'm drawn to you and you're not following me and my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. Ask me a different question. If I see that you're asking me the same question every live, I ain't going to read for you. You don't need to follow me, and you don't need to gift me, and you don't need to be a super fan. You don't need to be a subscriber. You don't need to be any of those things. And if my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. So if you're asking me the same question that you asked me yesterday or the day before yesterday, I'm bypassing you. I don't care if you're a super fan. I'm so sorry. You have to ask me another question, because I don't want to waste my energy on somebody who doesn't have a real question. To ask me every day, what do I need to know? What do I need to know? It's a bit frustrating for me. So I love you, my super fans. But if you're asking me every single day, what do I need to know when I go on live? You do not have to be a super fan, and you do not have to be a subscriber. Love and appreciate you, but I just can't do it anymore. This live will go on my YouTube channel once it's downloaded. It's going to take about a week to download. If I'm not feeling exhausted, straight after this live today, I will be going onto my Instagram. On Instagram, there's not 97 people on there. There's about 20, 25 people. So if I don't get to you in this live, I might be able to get to you on Instagram. However, it's first comes, first serve. So once I log onto my Instagram straight after TikTok and I see your name and your question first, I will read for you in order as you come into the room for 1 hour only. I'll probably be on TikTok for about 2 hours, I reckon. But like I said, love and appreciate all my super fans. But you need to ask me a question now. Done some deep meditation, and I don't need to keep on, what do I need to know? What do I need to know every single day? It's just a bit too much for my energy. So if you're not happy with your super fan and you're not happy with your membership, don't be any of those things, and I'll still read for you anyway, if my guides highlight your name. If you're not a member and you're not a super fan, I will still read for you, and you can ask me only one question. If you don't follow me, you can ask me one question only. Do not need you to tap the screen. I do not need you to like, share, or subscribe. I do not need you to gift me to get a reading. I'm one of those tarot readers that if my guides highlight your name and you don't follow me, I will read for you anyway. However, the first 15 minutes, I always make sure I cater to my members and my super fans. Once the alarm clock goes off, I'll cater to my gifters. If you would like to get a 10-card reading and bypass the 128 people in the room, it is the meteor shower. So it is the meteor shower I pinned on the bottom of the screen and in the corner. Once you click on that button, the meteor shower needs to pop up on the screen with your name on it. Once I see your name on it, you'll be added onto my list. Once my 15 minutes is up doing my members and my super fans, then I'll cater to you, my gifters. You can screen record your reading, voice record, so you can listen to it over and over again, or you can wait for me to download it on my YouTube. When I go live on Instagram and I do an hour of free reading, that live will be posted up straight away. It takes about 2 minutes for it to download on Instagram. That's the good thing about Instagram. It downloads straight away. All right, enough talking. Let's get on with it. I'm going to set my alarm clock for 15 minutes now. First and foremost, members and super fans, let's cleanse the space. Angels and guides and loved ones, draw close to me and my family here on TikTok and use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, love and light messages, please and thank you. Love and light. Let's make sure my fan's on so my phone doesn't heat up. That's not even light going anywhere near my bloody... Is it on? No, it's not even in there. Right, hold on a minute. Use me as a vessel in love and light. All right. All right, I'm going to answer. Here we go. Ria. Mum's asking if Mum will have a good year at work. And you guys, loved ones, what does Leah need to know? Or Ria's mum need to know around work. Will she have a good year at work? Will she have a good year at work? She can manifest a great year if she wants to. She is coming out as the magician, the magi. She can think it, feel it, say it, manifest and co-create it. She's got to take things slow. She has to do things in moderation. Don't overdo anything because otherwise she could get burnt out. Other than that, with the magician, I've got a yes with that question, Ria. I got a yes with that question. You do not need to be a member and you do not need to be a super fan to get a reading. You do not need to tap the screen. Do not need to be a follower to get a reading. Please, Delmain, ask me a question next time. Ask me questions, guys. These are why I like reading for the newbies, because the newbies actually have actual questions. Here we go. Delmain. I feel like you got wish fulfillment around you. You need to take care of your health. At some point, there's travel and relocation or a holiday in your energy. And I'm seeing new opportunities, maybe love, the birthing of a child. If it's not the birthing of a child, then it is new beginnings, emotional contentment, a new relationship, a leveling up of relationship is what I'm seeing around you, Delmain. Tiara, what is coming for me in my career? I don't know what in your career, what is coming in for your career? Well, what are you trying to do or activate? There's supposed to be a new opportunity, but I feel like it's coming in later on. There's supposed to be travel, expansion, collaboration, partnering up with 2 or 3 people. There's also an older masculine around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in. If you're not completely happy with the work that you're doing, you might need to reevaluate the job that you're doing and maybe shift and change it to something brand new that's more fulfilling. Rani, will me and my kids continue living here in United States? Will you and your kids continue to live in the United States? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Rani and kids continue to live in the United States? I don't think so. It looks like there might be a shift or a change. If you're not altogether satisfied with what's going on there, or there is a lack of something, or there's something lacking, then you might have to reevaluate living in the USA. I am seeing abundance in your energy, but later on. I am seeing that there is supposed to be some new beginning, but later on. But it looks to me like there could be a shift or a change in the energy. Gabriella, will you marry your boyfriend? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Gabriella marry her boyfriend? I tried to pin you up, it didn't allow me. Will Gabriella marry her boyfriend? Angels and guides and loved ones, will Gabriella marry her boyfriend? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. It looks like it's a yes. However, there's a little bit of a disconnect. Feels like you've got unfinished business and karma with each other. You've known each other in a past life. But there's somebody that's a little bit disconnected. I don't know if there's worrying about money or finances. There's some sort of disconnect or worry in the relationship. Ultimately, I do see you guys being together. I say yes with that. Gabriella, I say yes. Tried to pin you up, but it didn't work. Oh, God. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscriptions, don't be any of those things. And if my guides highlight your name and you're not following me, I'll read for you anyway. I do not expect you to tap the screen, and I do not expect you to do anything. If you're curious and you'd like to get a reading, copy and paste your question, copy and paste, copy and paste. And if my guides highlight your name and you're not following me, I will read for you. Will I reconcile with Larry? Well, first you've got to find out if you're reconciled before you'll start a relationship. You can't start a relationship if there's no reconciliation. So let's see what's going to happen here. I got a no with this. This is why there's no point in me asking that. I got the Lovers card. There's no point in me asking if you guys are going to start a relationship. This is the Lovers card and it's upside down. I feel like there might be another opportunity around love for you. I feel like if you got into this relationship, you'd feel a little bit stuck, or there will be some sort of enlightenment in the energy around you and the person in question. And I also feel like this person could easily drain you on some level or to some degree. I got a no with that. Manisha, messages from my spirit team, angels, guides, loved ones. What does Manisha need to know, please? In love and light. If you would like to bypass everybody in the room once the alarm clock goes off and you would like to get an in-depth 10-card reading, it is the meteor shower in the corner of your screen that will get you 10 cards. Screen record it, voice record it, or you can wait for me to download it on my YouTube channel and I'll let you guys know when it's up there. There is abundance in your energy, but you need to ground your energy. You feel like you're taking care of everybody else, but not really taking care of yourself. You need to stop worrying about money, finances, or security, one of the other two. And it feels like you're manifesting, but it feels like you're manifesting from a place of pain. How are you suppose you're going to manifest anything if you're doing it from a place of worry, fear, or pain? I'm also seeing an older masculine around you. Could be a partnership, a lover, a friend, somebody that you could meet later on. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point, where it feels like a divine counterpartnership with you. Okay, will I have more children? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will Kay have more children? Will Kay have more children? Will Kay have more children? I don't see it. Isn't it up to you? If you want to have more children, then go forth. But I just feel like there's a stuck energy with you. I don't know if you need to take better care of mind, body, and soul. But I'm not saying that it's never going to happen. But during this time frame, I've got a no. I'm not saying it can never happen. I'm just saying during this time frame, it looks like it's a no. Okay. Why am I not able to pin up? That's so annoying. Oh, okay. Sorry, TikTok's being really annoying. Here we go. Will I pass my clinicals next week? Jamelia, angel, guides, loved ones, will you pass your clinicals next week? Will Jamelia pass her clinicals next week, please and thank you? With flying colors, it looks to me, only you could create a problem to this. If you have like anxiety, stress, don't talk about your business and what you're doing, that could affect it. But ultimately, I've got absolutely yes. I've got blessings upon blessings, material abundance, travel and relocation, a holiday. It looks really blessed. With or without this job, this career, you look like you've got a very blessed life. So anything that you deem as struggling is supposed to get you to your blessings. Jennifer, on the 9th of September, will the judge decision turn in my favor? I feel like there's a delay in it. And I don't think it's going to be a fast decision. I think there will be a delay in it to some degree. It's like they're not going to agree upon something. They're still deliberating, still trying to make a decision on something. And if this is, it just feels like there's a delay to it. There's something around number 8. I don't know if it's 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or the 8th of a month where things will shift and change in your favor. But at the minute, it just looks like everything seems to be halted or in a delay energy. Delayed energy, Jennifer. It's not a clear cut yes, and it's not a clear cut no. It's a delay. Will my mum find another place to move to, Chris? If you are a super fan, you get a guided message with every question that you ask me. Will your mum find another place? Yes, there'll be a celebration. She might find something in 3 days, weeks, months, third of a month. She needs to fight for what she believes in. She needs to remain on top of her game. She needs to keep going. She needs to not give up, and she will. You got the don't let pride get in your way card. Tell her just to keep going and not to stop. I got a yes with that. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question. Members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. I go live every 2 days for my super fans only, and I block everybody out. Straight after this, I'll be going on to my Instagram, where I'll be doing 1 hour of free readings. The link is on my bio if you would like to, if I miss you here. There's only about 25 people on Instagram anyway. Tina will be able to do something about my dad's will. No. You will not be able to do anything about your dad's will. Not right now. You need to let this go and let the chips fall where they may, because you'll either, Tina, start to carry a lot of heavy energy and heavy burdensome energy on your energy, and that's not good. I don't think there is anything that you could do something about your father's will. No. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get a 10 card reading, once my alarm clock goes off, I will cater to my gifters. It's 10 cards that I pinned on there on the corner of the screen. 10 cards for the meteor shower. Once the meteor shower pops up on the screen with your name on it, then I will read for you. 5 means changes. That's what your brother's showing you, Nicole. Angels, guides, loved ones. 5 represents changes, abundance, blessings, pregnant with ideas, pregnancy in the family, if not you in the family. There's an older masculine around you too. They're not here yet, they're coming in. There's something about a rebuild. There has to be a shift in work, a shift in perception, the way you see things, or a shift in the environment, maybe changing your environment. Travel, relocation, or holiday, or a change and a shift, or a rebirth, or a child in the family. Don't let your emotions run amok or run high. But number 5 in numerology, if you see that number, represents changes. Nicole, Abby, will you and Kenny last long term? He's moved to Cambridge. Will you and Kenny last long? Will you and Kenny last long? Will you and Kenny last long? Angels and guides and loved ones, will you and Kenny last long? I don't think so, honey. I got the 6 of Cups card on the table that represents soulmate. It's upside down. I feel like somebody's more mature than the other. I feel like there's a possibility that you don't see eye to eye. But all of this will come to light later on down the line. I don't feel like it's going to be a long term. You could have fun, could be with each other. If he's gone over there, then that could create a problem. Leandra, any unexpected money coming in for you this month, please? If you play the lottery, we'll get a scratch card maybe, Leandra. Let's see if I can pin you up. There is money in your energy, but it's upside down. So I don't think it's going to be this month, but there is money somewhere later on in the future. Might not be this month, but it will definitely be coming in at some point. Yvette, do you me getting paid from my son program? Do I you getting paid from your son's program? Yvette, are you gonna get paid from your son's program? Do you see him getting paid or you? I think there is going to be an opportunity here. I've got the Ace of Coins anchoring the deck. That means money. It might not be getting paid from the program, but it might be like he might be seen on some level, and then somebody could want to work with him or recruit him, and then that could be an opportunity. The ending of a tough cycle approaches. So I do see that there is money. I don't know if it's going to be specifically from this thing that he's doing in this program, but I definitely see money coming in and opportunities coming in. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth between people who follow me and people who do not follow me. Is Michael going back to California soon? Maria, is Michael going back to California? No. No. There is a change around Michael. I got the death card. But I don't think it's moving back to California. I got a no. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth from my followers and people who are not following me. If you would like to bypass the 73 people in the room, it is 10 cards for the meteor shower. Once the meteor shower pops up on the screen with your name on it, you'll get read for straight away and you'll skip the line. Does Malik have feelings for you? No. You ask about Malik all the time. No, no, no. You can ask me again next week, Zaina. No. Heartache and heartbreak. And if he had feelings for you, he would have come to you already. No, no, no. Victoria, will Corey come over later today? And guys, loved ones, will Corey come later today? I feel like you're praying and you're wishing for it. And I feel like, yes, this person could come later today. They might be a little bit late, but I do feel like they will come at some point. All right, I am going to read between people who are following me and people who are not. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. You do not need to tap the screen to get a reading. Is it over with Ahmed and Mia? Is it over? Angels and guides and loved ones, is it over? Yes. You need to take a step back. If you carried on down the line, you would have felt like left out in the cold. You'd start questioning yourself. Maybe it's me. Am I not enough? You'll start feeling like you're the problem. You'll start feeling like you'll have more insecurities. Feels like you need to do some healing because you would feel left out in the cold. There's a whole bunch of abundance waiting for you, but I just feel like you're not able to see it yet because you're still in the situation. Jazz, will Melina extend the job offer? So my guides highlighted Jazz's name, even though Jazz isn't following me. So that's how my guides work. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to be a super fan. You do not need to be a subscriber to get a reading. If my guides highlight your name, I'll read for you. Will Melina extend the job offer? I got a no. I don't know if this person's making you feel like they will, but I feel like there's going to be another opportunity coming your way. But with this question, I got a no. Even if this person did, I feel like you'd be really unsatisfied on some level. Life with Nadine. Will things get easier with my partner's children? Will things get easier with your partner's children? I don't think they're going to make it easy for you, sweetheart. And I don't know if your partner is helping to some degree, or maybe not saying enough, but it just feels like, I don't think it's going to get easier. I feel like a very hot energy with the children, very fiery energy with the children. You need to have healthy boundaries because they could drain your energy. Doreen, thank you for your question, Doreen. Thank God somebody actually asked me a question. Will the negative energy around Simon ever get off? Will get off him between us and come back home? Will the negative energy around Simon, and if this person doesn't choose consciously or with free will energy to choose to get rid of this energy, the energy is going to feel right at home with Simon. I got to know with this. And what I'm getting with you, Doreen, is that this Simon is slow to movement, and you need to have healthy boundaries, sweetheart. You do not want somebody's negativity to seep into your aura. It's fucking draining. Can't tell you what to do, though. It's your life and it's your choices. I don't like the energy. Delphine, do I and Walter have a future together? Walter and Delphine, do you have a future together? I got a no. He's coming out as immature, sexually orientated. You don't know whether he's coming or going. His emotions are out of whack. You don't know what his feelings are for you. He might make you feel a certain type of way, and then all of a sudden, you don't know what he's feeling. You don't know whether he's coming or going. I don't like that feeling. Kayla, why the male supervisor had a slight against you yesterday? Angels, guides, loved ones, why? To simply put it, he's an asshole. He likes to lead. He wants to be the leader. He wants to show he's in control. He wants respect and recognition. Narcissistic energy, trying to show face and everybody that's watching him. Just to simply put it, Kayla's a prick. Nah, I'm not answering that question. Boring. It's the same thing over and over again. Rosie, will there be a reconciliation for you? Rosie, angel guides, loved ones, you do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. If you're not happy with your super fans, and you're not happy with your subscriptions, you're not happy with your membership, then don't be any of those things. And if my guides highlight your name, I'll read for you anyway. Will there be a reconciliation for you? No. You needed to take action on this situation, and because you didn't, the universe stepped in. The person that you're dealing with is immature, sexually orientated, and again, you don't know whether he's coming or going. This person is going back and forth, juggling, trying to figure out what they want in their life, and you are just not like at the forefront of this person's energy. In fact, you've got the broken heart card. You want reconciliation from somebody that's going to probably break your heart again in the end. I personally wouldn't go there. Is Will serious about making you his girlfriend? Ida. Is Will serious about making you his girlfriend? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. Copy and paste your questions. Spam the living daylights out of me if I'm drawn to you and you don't follow me. My guides will highlight your name and I will read for you. Yes, but probably will hurt you in the end. Yes, but this person will probably hurt you in the end. You've got two masculines around you, not just one. But yes is the answer to your question, Ida. If you'd like to get a 10 card reading, you would like to bypass the 81 in the room and get read for straight away, I pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is the meteor shower that will get you on my list, and that meteor shower needs to pop up on the screen with your name on it. And once I see that, you will bypass the 72 people in the room. All right, here we go. Will things change for the better for myself and son before the end of the year? Jojo, I feel like you've got some sort of wish fulfillment around you, Jojo. I feel like anything that you deem as negative, bad, anything sad, or anything low vibrational is seeing its way out of your energy. You have to make sure that you're taking care of your health and making sure that you're taking care of your mental health, because I do see wish fulfillment around you. I see abundance. I see material abundance. I see success, but you need to take care of your health. At some point, you're going to be signing a document, and there is good karma waiting for you at the other end of whatever this is, Jojo. I know it might seem quite intense right now, but I do feel like it will get better, sweetheart. Keep your head above water, okay? It will get better. Not everything stays the same. Karen, is Mark thinking about me? Angels, guides, loved ones, is Mark thinking about Karen, please? And thank you. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your superfan subscriptions, then don't be any of those things. And if you are not a follower, I'll still read for you anyway. Copy and paste your question, copy and paste. My guides highlight your name, I will read for you. Karen, is Mark thinking about you? Yes, in a sexual way. Nothing more than that. You'll always have to fight to get his attention. Fight for recognition. Fight to be seen. Don't like that. Thinking about you in a sexual way, nothing more. Anna, how will my family move forward from yesterday's blowout? Everybody has to take accountability for everything and every part and every word that they said yesterday. If no one is going to take accountability of what was said and what was done, then there will be friction in the energy between you and your family. You all need to work on it. The energy, what happened yesterday, the blowout, was very depleting for every single person. You all have to talk about it. You all have to work on it. Because if you don't, you're going to be carrying around these heavy burdens. You're going to have to talk about it. Should I see rash? Should I seeing rash, does it look good? Should you see rash? Should you see rash? Does it look good? It doesn't look bad. I feel like this person is slow to movement, money orientated, workaholic. I don't see it looking bad. I don't know why not. Give it a go. If it feels good, then go for gold. I don't see why not. Will I get to move house soon? Will I get to move house soon? One Lady V. One Lady V. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Yes, there is a celebration. You're going to have to go through the in-between before you get to the end result. So whatever is going on in the in-between before you get to move house, there may be a little bit of tug of war energy. There may be a bit of conflict to some degree. But I am seeing that, yes, you will. Not everything is as it seems. Something will be revealed. And I do feel like, yes, you could move out of the house soon. Yes. Would a career change into tech be better for you than continuing in marketing? Tech. Angeline, tech. Career change. career change. I don't know if it's going to be better for you. I mean, everywhere we go, we learn and we practice and we gain knowledge and we meet people that we're supposed to meet. I don't think it's necessarily going to be better for you, but I don't think so. I say no. Your hard work is going to pay off. Maybe you got to wait a little bit. You might have to wait a little bit. If you'd like to get on my list and you would like to skip the line, if you'd like to skip the 78 people, it is the meteor shower. The meteor shower needs to pop up on the screen once you click that button with your name on it, and you will bypass everybody in the room. Chantelli, are you ready, honey? You're ready for it, yeah? Will my contraction start tonight? Oh, I'm sorry, boo. Get it out of me, fucking hell. Oh, God, very soon it will happen. I've got a whole happy family here. It could start tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. I got a hell yes with this. Will I get a home soon with my son, please, Michelle? Do not have to gift me. Do not have to follow me. Do not have to tap the screen. And you do not have to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. I don't expect you to tap the screen. I wouldn't do that. If my guides highlight your name and you're not following me, I will read for you. I've got no one on my list. I'm going back and forth between followers and people who are not following me. Will you move home soon with your son? Not just yet, but there will be a choice of 2 places to move to later on down the line. If the reason why you don't move just yet, Michelle, is because you need to wait for some money, cash, pay rise, or a promotion. It's just like the energy where you're currently at or where you're in now. The place that you're in is going to bring you some sort of money in a minute. Money later on. You have to wait. You'll move. You'll have a choice of 2, but not just yet. Has Carl forgotten about you, Adriana? Has Carl forgotten about Adriana? I don't think Carl's forgotten about Adriana, but I don't like the energy around it. I've got the devil card. The devil card is sexual energy, bound in some way, manipulative, codependent, addiction. The energy between the both of you, or what's going on with Carl that you may or may not know about, is really toxic. Alanud, you're on my list. Alanud, you just bypassed everybody in the room. I just need to know what your reading is about. Is it general or is it something specific? Alanud. Okay, should I stay in my current job or continue interviewing for... Keep it small, guys. Should you stay or should you go? Angel guides, loved ones, should Alanud stay or should Alanud go? Which means the interview, right? You feel stuck. All right, here we go. This is for Alanud. What does Alanud need to know, please, in love and light? Should you stay or should you go? Should you stay or should you go? Do not leave. Do not leave. There are 78 cards in the deck, Alanud, and you got the Sun card for stay. The Sun card represents material abundance, joyous outcome, victory, success, travel, relocation, expansion, wish fulfillment. If you moved, you're not going to make good money the way you think. You'd have to do more work. The energy doesn't feel right. So I'm going to tell you what I feel before I do your 10 card reading, Alanud, okay? You have a very bright future is what I'm already feeling as I'm connecting to you. Bright future. Don't talk about things that is nobody's business. I feel like you're going to get an email, a text, or receive some sort of message. I feel like if you was to leave and go into the other job, there's a lot of fake people, a lot of trickery, and your heart is going to say, I should have never walked out. You need to do some healing is what I'm hearing, and you need to ground yourself to Mother Nature. They are showing me green in your aura, and your aura is basically showing me the heart chakra. So you got to follow your heart instead of your ego. What does the heart feel? Is the heart going, I need to go? Or is the heart going, I need to stay? Which one is louder? I got to stay. Your future is bright. Heart. Okay, well, you got to follow your heart. What do you need to know? Angels and guides and loved ones. This is for Alanud. What does Alanud need to know, please? And love and light. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? You need to have some fun. You need to play a little bit more. You need to be childlike a little bit more. You need to stop taking things so seriously. You need to learn how to go with the flow. The Five of Cups talks about sadness or disconnected energy or unfulfilled energy or a bit like regret to some degree. You don't want to regret this energy. If you were supposed to leave, the universe would have done everything in its power to make you leave this space. I don't know if you're feeling like unfulfilled to some degree, but things are going to shift and change. I am seeing there's a whole bunch of people in your energy. So you might end up be collaborating with a whole bunch of people at some point, because I've got people in your energy. Like you might need to stay where you are because you have to meet important people that could take you to where you need to get to for your future. So I've got the Knight of Wands, I've got the Knight of Cups, I've got the King of Cups, and I've got the Ace of Wands. These are all collaborative partners and important people that are coming into your energy. And again, if they're not here, it's a whole bunch of people. So you might have to stick it about because one of these people are going to bring great importance to your life purpose at some point. It feels like there's passion and creative projects coming your way. It feels like there's going to be something doubly emotionally fulfilling that's going to feel good. And you're going to be like emotionally fulfilled, good news. I feel like there's going to be a spark of creative energy within you when this happens. I just feel like right now you're not paying attention to the blessing in disguise and you're focusing on what could go wrong, has gone wrong, may go wrong. I am seeing 444 everywhere I go. So if that number, you haven't seen it yet, you'll start to see it everywhere. I am seeing that you need to listen to your intuition. Like I said, what does your heart, your intuition tell you? The High Priestess is the intuitive part of yourself. Is your gut saying, I think I need to stay, but my ego is telling me to go? At some point, you will probably leave, but it will not be for that specific job that you're applying for, because the Six of Swords represents moving out of rough waters into smoother waters. There is another person. There's 5 people in your energy. King of Coins, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of important people coming your way. I am seeing as I'm connecting to you, there is going to be some sort of celebration around you with the 4 of Wands. This represents celebration, homecoming, family, reunion, some sort of blessing, and you will be signing a contract at some point. The Justice card represents good karma, cause and effect, win-win situation. The blessing of the karmics, the blessings, the karma, good karma. It feels like you might be signing a contract at some point. It's a leveling up is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting into your energy. It says, be brave. That's your last guided message. Be brave, be courageous, stand up for what you believe in. Ask the universe to move you forward without fear. You deserve to feel happy and safe in all that you do. It seems to me like you're going to be working with a whole bunch of important people coming your way. If you could just be patient, there's a whole bunch of important people coming your way. I've got all of the star signs around you, all of them. So there's no point really in going through it. All of the star signs, because there's so many people in your reading. If you would like to get an in-depth reading, 10 cards, well, it's 11 because you get the guided message. If you would like to get a 11 card reading, it is the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of the screen or the corner over there. Once that pops up, you will bypass the 68 people in the room and I'll read for you straight away. Like I've been saying, for the new people who's just come into the room, you do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name and you're not a follower, I will read for you. Because I've got no one after Alanud, I'm going to go back and forth again from followers and people who do not follow me. Going back and forth. So everybody's going to get an opportunity to get a reading. Everybody. So even if you're not following me, I will still pin you up and I'll still read for you anyway. Will I get a job by the end of this month? Katonya. Angels and guides and loved ones, will you get a job by the end of this month? Will you get a job by the end of this month? It could be a little bit before or at the beginning of the new month. It's not going to be smack dab in the middle. If you don't get it now, like in the next week or so, you'll get it in the beginning of the new month. Ace of Wands talks about new job, new beginnings, creative projects, inspiration. It's literally at any point. It's literally at any point. Yanni, is Miles interested in you? Yanni, you do not need to gift me, you do not need to tap the screen, you do not need to like, share, or subscribe. If you want to bypass the 75 people in the room and get a reading, 10 cards, it is the meteor shower. I feel like you're a healer, Yanni, so you might have to reevaluate who you hang around with or you choose to have a relationship with. I don't think so. I feel like this person is slow to movement, stubborn and stuck, money orientated, and could be a little bit snobby in some way, shape, or form. I feel like you're the one that would be more emotional in the relationship, and the person that you're interested, Miles, would be more practical. Amrit, will my ex be consistent with the supervised contact until the next hearing date? Will your ex be more consistent? Will your ex be more consistent? This person will try to be, but I don't know if anything is going to change. This person's going to try to be, but I don't know if anything's changed. I don't like their energy. Your ex is coming out as cutthroat, brutally honest, stubborn, not really that bothered about anyone, to be quite honest. Slow to movement as well. Seems like there's a whole bunch of people involved in your business. Will I receive inheritance within the next month, Jade? Will I receive the inheritance within? I got a no. I feel like you need to put your attention away from this, just so, because you might end up feeling disappointed. Feels like you need to move forward from this, because I feel like it might be giving you some sort of grief or irritation. Nine of Swords is not sleeping very well and in wonder. I don't know about this. The energy looks off. Will you get pregnant? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will Andrea get pregnant? Will Andrea get pregnant? Will Andrea get pregnant? Will Andrea get pregnant? I say yes, and I see a boy. Garrity, will my son get a football contract? Will your son get a football contract? Yes. New beginnings, new opportunities, mental clarity, new challenges coming in for him. Yes. Any job opportunities for you this year, Connie? If you would like to get on my list and you would like to bypass and skip the line, the 68 people in the room, it is the meteor shower. Any job opportunities? Loads. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. You have loads of job opportunities coming your way. New beginnings, mental clarity, new challenges, more than just one opportunity. You just need to get out of your ego and get into your heart space. You have got new beginnings, moving out of rough waters into smoother waters, traveling, relocation when you get your wonga in. I got a yes with this. Yes. You will, sweetheart. You're going to have more than one option when it comes to job. You'll be like, oh my God, I'm sport for choice. Don't worry about it. I don't like answering questions like this, Monica. Will is a part of free will. So when you're saying, will my treatment be successful? I will not be the bearer of bad news for you. I will say that you have free will, Monica, and you need to manifest the shit out of it. How do you manifest the shit out of something? By focusing on the outcome that you want, by thinking it, feeling it, saying it, manifesting it, and co-creating it. You are the co-creator of your world. I would know this. I would know everything about ill health and all this shit, dying and coming back into my body from my 4th open heart surgery, died when I was 31, came back. I did not let any of this govern me. I saw the end result and here I am. I was not meant to live past 10, Monica. They told my parents I was going to die. I won't reach 10. After my 3rd open heart surgery, well, I'm still here. I feel like if you can rest your mind and do some meditation, it would go amazing. Just everything. Like the move, opportunities around money. But you are stuck in this loop. The Hanged Man. You're probably thinking about the worst case scenario. So where the energy flows, where your attention goes, is what is going to materialize. Focus on the problem will arise. You focus on the solution will come forward. But it looks good. It looks good. Ajmira, will Abu Aziz reach out to me to go on a date? Well, this person will reach out to you. No. This person's got all of this other stuff. Are you all right? This person's got all of this other stuff going on in their personal life. It seems to do with money, work, and career. I got a no with this one. Sorry, hon. Feel like this person's too busy for you. Is there a better job, Michelle? Opportunity coming in September. The energies in all of August is a little bit fucked up. And the reason why it's fucked up is because we're in between 2 eclipses. The eclipses make everything feel 10 times heavier energetically. Everything is a little bit slower. There's always delays. People are triggering you. Everybody's winding you up and pissing you off. The energy's slow. So September is when the energy will start to lighten up. Yes, look at that. Ace of Coins. That's a job, the money, the pay rise, the promotion, a new investment, new opportunity. Be patient. All good things come to those who wait. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. If you're a member or a super fan and you're not happy with your membership or your super fan, then don't be any of those things. And if I'm on my live and my guides highlight your name, I'll still read for you anyway. Will love be coming my way soon? Do I know who it is? I think there is a relationship coming your way, but not yet. The energy around you is very stagnant. Eight of Swords represents that you are insecure, that you're focusing on what happened if I give my heart and then somebody hurts me? What happened if I give love and then that person hurts me? It just feels like you've got this insecurity attached to you, possibly from a past relationship, or there needs to be some sort of healing. If you're afraid of giving your heart, or you're afraid of loving somebody because you think they're going to hurt you, that's insecurity. There is an Aries, older masculine coming your way. I do feel soulmate vibes around you, but not yet. In order for you to go into a new relationship, you have to get rid of your old insecurities. Nelly, you're asking me what career path are you called towards? I don't know, darling. I wouldn't know. There's nobody on God's green earth could ever tell me that I was going to be a full-time tarot reader, and that's the one that's going to pay my bills. So if you, Nelly, will say to me, Anna, which career path should I choose? Should I be a bus driver or a florist? Then I can pull cards on that, Nelly. So I'm not able to tell you what your life purpose is. You got to figure that out yourself. I can't tell you what your life purpose is or what career you're supposed to do. Nobody was going to tell me that I was going to be. If you had told me as a teenager that when I'm in my 30s, mid 30s, my job was being a tarot reader for the masses, I would have been like, yeah, right. It's not me to tell you what you're supposed to do. You can tell me a couple of career choices and I can tell you which one looks good. Carol, will I relocate to another country soon? Angels and guides and loved ones. Will you relocate to another country soon? Will you relocate to another country? Yes, you've got a choice. There's going to be a choice of two countries, one or the other. But I see a yes with this. And you might even find love depending on your current situation, soulmate or a divine counterpart. I am seeing that in your energy. I don't know why people keep asking me the same question every live. It's weird. It's so weird. No, stop. Don't. Anika, will my son travel overseas and become financially successful? Angels and guides and loved ones. Will your son travel overseas and become financially successful? Let's have a look. See, I say yes, but I feel like your son's going to experience a lot of life, you know. Like I feel like your son is very intelligent, very fiery, a go-getter to some degree, and sometimes he could go in and out of being stuck and a go-getter. But I do see, yes, life is not, you know, like a bed of roses. Do you know what I mean? There will be a few ups and downs. These would be like his personal challenges. He has a soul contract, so he signed up for certain things to experience. It's that sort of energy. Lucy, should I tell him? Angels, guides, loved ones, should you tell him? Lucy. Should Lucy tell him? I got a no. No, Lucy. I got a no with this. If it's going to put somebody in danger, if it's going to upset somebody to some degree, I got a no. If you'd like to bypass and skip the line, skip the 65 people in the room. It is the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of the screen. That will get you 10 cards and get you on my list. Sam, is Keith missing you? Is Keith missing Sam? I do feel like this person's missing you, but not enough to come to you. Not enough to tell you they miss you. Not enough for anything to move forward. Yes, I do feel like Keith's missing you, but Keith is walking around with heavy energy. I don't know what's going on in Keith's personal life, but whatever is going on in Keith's personal life, it's not enough to come up to you and go, I love you, I miss you, let's be in a connection, let's be in a... None of that. I don't see that. Will I get a better paying job soon, Natalie? Will you get a better paying job soon, Natalie? You're manifesting in the wrong way. The magician has come out. If you're thinking about the problem and you need to let go of any insecurities around the job, around a better pay, because if you're thinking about, if you're so consumed with the current job where you're not getting paid enough and you hate it, how are you manifesting the thing that you want when you're in this energy of irritation, insecurity? You will. You need to have some faith. The star card represents a miracle. You're supposed to have your own business, Natalie. If you don't have your own business, then you need to be working for you need to be the boss. And people are supposed to be working for you. I got a yes with this. A yes. Cindy, will my relationship withstand my fiance's grief and alcoholism from his sons? I'm so sorry. His son is going to send his father so many signs, symbols, synchronicities, date of birth, the date of death. It's all going to be everywhere. And that will be signs and symbols from his son. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. He will. I don't know what country you're in. Watch out for the red cardinal. Watch out for the bluebirds. Watch out for the stars. He's going to feel chained. But I promise you, my love, he will get over it. His son is going, it feels like his son is going to US. Oh, good. So you got the bluebirds and you got the red cardinal, the stars. Watch out for the stars. The date of death and the date of birth. He's going to see that everywhere he goes. He's going to get over his alcoholism. He will never heal from the passing of people that we love. I've lost children. We'll never get over it. But every day will be a little bit of healing. And you are just fucking amazing. You are. You're just fucking amazing. He's going to be the man that he needs to be, not only for himself, but for you. And he's got shitloads. I feel like the son is going to create some sort of financial abundance for you lot. So you can go travel, enjoy life. He has to go through the grieving stage, obviously, duh. But he will. He'll be so good. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Is my project of moving to Australia be a good decision, Julie? Angels, guides, loved ones, is it a good decision? I'm coming with you, Julia. I'm coming with you. Don't like big bugs, but I'm coming with you, man. I got a yes. Study, education, good news, a message and offer, trust your intuition, collaboration and partnership. Six of Swords represents that you are moving. It's like the universe needs you in Australia. Go for gold, honey. Do it. And will I find a new job by the end of the year? Why are you sentencing yourself to the end of the year? Are you telling me we've got like, what, 3 or 4 months to the end of the year? That's too long. Because what happened if the universe is like, well, she did say the end of a year, Anna, so we'll give her a job on the 31st of December. That's too long of a sentence. All right, here we go. Yes, 100%. You're praying, you're wishing for it, you're manifesting it. You have to believe in miracles, and the miracles will come your way. 100%. I'm going to be on here for another hour and 28 minutes. If you would like to bypass everybody in the room, it is the meteor shower just on the bottom of the screen. It needs to pop up on the screen with your name on it. And once it does, you will skip the 67 people in the room. I'll be on here for another hour and 28 minutes. And I am going back and forth between everybody in the room. Will my husband get a gold deal soon? Summer. Do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. I don't think the good deal is here just yet. We're in between two eclipses. The energy is stagnant, slow. The energy is tumultuous. It's chaotic. And it's not just for one person. It's for everybody walking on earth. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen just yet. There will be something to celebrate later on. But the energy is so stagnant and so crap. So, what do I need to know right now? What does Michelle need to know right now? What does Michelle need to know right now? You need to stop focusing on what has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong, and start paying attention to the blessing in disguise. You're supposed to have had a new beginning, new opportunities, creative projects, inspiration, or a new relationship. There's supposed to be a celebration around you, and at some point, you're supposed to be traveling, relocating, ending a cycle, and completing something brand new. But you can only do this once you bypass emotions, thoughts, feelings that no longer serve you. Astrid, I feel like there's a lot of things that you need to work on in order for you to have love, good future, and finances. It seems to me like you seem to be lingering in this energy. Self-imprisonment, restriction, and isolation. That basically then blocks out good karma. Seems like you need a lot of hard work that you need to do before you get to your blessings. Will I get pregnant this year, Mariah? Will you get pregnant this year, Mariah? Will you get pregnant this year, Mariah? I don't think so, sweetheart. No, I got the pregnancy card upside down. I don't think it's going to be this year. If you do get pregnant, I feel like you'll have a girl. I don't know. I'm seeing a boy and a girl. Maybe you'll have a girl first and then the boy. It will happen at some point. Does this have genuine intentions for me that will lead to marriage? Mimi. And you guys, loved ones, does Des have genuine intentions for Mimi that will lead to marriage? You do not need to follow me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. I do not expect you to sit there tapping the screen, copy and paste your question. Even if you're not following me, I will read for you anyway. I don't like the energy, but yes, I don't like it. I feel like in this moment, it might feel like the energy is genuine, but then somewhere down the line, I got these cards. 10 of Swords, painful endings and hitting rock bottom, and then 5 of Swords, which is conflict of the mind. There is something about Des that you cannot yet quite see. I don't know if I like that energy. Sorry. But yes, it feels like it's genuine right now, but then something is going to feel off as you get further down the relationship. I don't want it to be too late. Like you'll figure something out when you're married and then you're fucked. Just make sure you really tune in emotionally. Any love in the works for me, Coco? Not yet. You have to work for yourself. You might meet somebody in 8 days, weeks, months, or the 8th of a month, depending on your energy. But I feel like it's like the longer point of the 8 number. I feel like there's supposed to be travel, relocation, speed, necessary changes. There's supposed to be fast-paced energy around you, but there seems to be a delay. There will be love, but just a little bit later on down the line. Okay, Nelly, perfect. Which career is better? Jesus Christ. Go for gold, girl. I was like expecting like maybe 2 or 3 things. Nelly. Dance, beauty, business. Okay. Law. Beauty, business, psychology, law, flight attendant. Okay, dance, yeah, but you won't be that satisfied. Beauty, I think you'll be bored. Business, you'll be bored. Psychology, I think you'll be bored. Law, I think you could love that. Flight attendant, you could love that. So it's between dance. It's between dance, law, flight attendant. Now you can narrow it down. You gave me way too much, honey. I think that you could actually do all of them, to be quite fair. Will finances get better? Want to buy a house next year? D. Angels, guides, loved ones. Will finances get better? Want to buy a house next year? D. I do feel like you're supposed to have some sort of wish fulfillment, but you keep sending out the prayer, the wish, and the thought, and then you think negatively and you think that it's never going to happen and you pull it back. Because there's the miracle card in your reading, but why is it upside down? Seems to me like you think it, you feel it, you want it, you say it, but then you don't believe it so. So if you don't believe it so, then it will not happen for you. Energy with new Etsy shop. Phoenix. Angels, guides, loved ones. Energy around the new Etsy shop. Energy around the new Etsy shop. Phoenix. The energy around the new Etsy shop. Best card in the deck. Give it time, yeah? Let it build, build, build. The sun is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success, and victory. It's going to be slow, and it might feel slow because you got to gain momentum, but it will get good. Sam, would me and my boyfriend work out? I don't think so. The weird thing is, Sam, is that you're coming out as the Queen of Coins upside down. So there's going to be there's some unsatisfaction. Your person is coming out as the King of Cups. So this is not actually energetic match, but somewhere down the line is a King of Coins. If you're the Queen of Coins, there's a King of Coins to come. Somebody that matches your energy better. You might be feeling really emotionally confused right now around your boyfriend. You might be feeling like you're expressing yourself, but you're not getting the same emotion back from your partner on some level. Energy towards me after this weekend. Valentino. Kieran. Star Empress, you're on my list. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is extremely immature, very slow to movement, will tell you everything that you want to hear, but will not give you what you're listening to. They'll probably tell you everything that you want to hear. This is a victorious card and it's upside down. I'm not sure what you're expecting from this person, but I don't think you're going to get it. It doesn't feel to me like you're going to get it. Star Empress. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, don't be any of those things and I'll still read for you anyway. General, something specific. What is your reading about? Let me know. I will be posting this live on my YouTube channel, I'll say in about a week's time. I'm going to be out of here in... Still got a bit of time. What would you like to know? This is your 10 card reading, Star Empress. General, something specific. And then I'll tell you what I'm seeing around you first. Star Empress. Angels and guides and loved ones, what do you need to know? Oh, I don't like doing health stuff. Okay. I keep hearing suffering and silence. I keep hearing a change, like a change and an ending and a transformation. I do see joy and abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Feel the energy of grace and gratitude and bliss. Easy does it. It's hard to feel everything that I'm saying when you're going through whatever it is that you're going through in and around the energy of your husband. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Star Empress. What is the energy around Star Empress, please? And thank you. I'm not really somebody that likes to do health readings. I'm going to tell you the energy around you and your husband. I feel like when I'm connecting to the energy, I feel really exhausted. I feel really exhausted in this energy. And obviously I could be picking up on your exhaustion because of what you're worrying about when it comes to your husband. So I am seeing that. I feel as you there's a part, I don't know if are you taking care of him? Because it feels like you are very nurturing and very healing, and you're very, like, you're trying to be patient, but then there's you suffering in silence. You are taking care of him. I know what it's like to take care of somebody. I had to take care of my mum, give her a shower, change her nappies, give her a medication. So I know what it's fucking exhausting. It's mentally, I have been a waitress. I've been on my feet for 14 hours. I know what it's like, physical pain, but exhaustion is fucking crazy. Yeah, because you're like the mother to all. And it's like, whatever it is that you're doing for everybody, it will pay off and go in your favor. Because you are like the mother to all. The empress is the leader, the one who takes control. She's the one who takes care of everybody, and then she's not taking care of herself. It feels to me like, I don't know. It feels like there's an emotional drain, and I think it's from you, and I was a teacher for 30 years, so you're always taking care of everybody. It just feels like I'm emotionally drained, and I'm picking up on your energy as well as your husband's. I just feel like I'm exhausted, and I don't know if I'm you and or your husband feeling this exhaustion, but at the end of all of this, there is a transition, a transformation, an ending, a new beginning. There's like butterflies all over my energy, white feathers everywhere. Abundance comes in for you, whether you see it or not, no matter what is going on in your energy. This is the abundant card, but I'm saying I'm hearing keep a positive mindset, find attitude, live in the bliss, focus on the positive. But it's really hard for me to see it in your energy when you're focusing on the lack of it all, the worry and the fear of it all. Because the 5 of coins is not enough, not being enough, not having enough. Maybe I'm not doing enough, overworked, feeling stressed, worrying about money or finances or the stability of it all, and feeling like it's going to come to some sort of painful ending, hitting rock bottom. And it's like the energy is fluctuating between trying to keep a positive mindset and then suffering in silence. And it's how am I supposed to gauge these energies when I'm up and down right now? And I know what that feels like, sweetheart, because I have been in your energy. I know what it's like. I do feel like there is going to be a whole bunch of good news coming your way, something tangible, long-lasting, opportunities, creative projects. I feel like there's going to be a birthing of a child in your energy, children or grandchildren, depending on your age. Good news, money, good news, creative project, good news, the information that you've been waiting for, and some sort of new beginning as I'm connecting into your energy. The Ace of Wands is inspiration, creative projects, insight, new opportunities, living in the moment, finding that passion again. This is and it's hard to do that when you're going through this. I know it is, but life is so short. It's a blink of an eye sort of an energy. I would know I died. So it's a blink of an eye sort of an energy. And it just feels like, what did you pray for? What is it that you prayed for? You said you prayed for that. What did you pray for? You got to get unstuck. Yeah? Look, I haven't even finished your cards and I can already see the Magician upside down. Do not pray for something in a place of fear, anxiety, worry, stress. Like you're worried. You can't manifest or pray for something when you're in this energy. It's not going to come. It's not going to work out how you want it. You keep focusing on what could go wrong, has gone wrong, may go wrong. You're doing your best to work really hard for a new beginning and a chance for the both of us. Right. This is how you're praying for this? That's how you're praying for it. Why is the Magician upside down? So if you have superpowers and you can think it, feel it, say it, manifest and co-create it, you are co-creating something from a place of anxiety, fear and worry. When you're fearful for your husband or you're worried about your husband, you're calling these energies and entities, attaching it to the person that you're worried about and that you're fearful for. However, do I believe in miracles? Hell yeah. You can't manifest a miracle or a blessing if you don't believe it so. When you believe it so, then so shall it be. It's the best card in the deck. This is health, vitality, material abundance, joyous outcomes, success, victory, blessings upon blessings. It's opportunities, it's prayers. But how are you trying to manifest all of this stuff from a place of pain? How? How does this work? How? If you are trying to pray, wish, manifest, or ask for something from God, the universe, or divine, and you're not in the right energy field to do so, do nothing. Wait until you feel a little bit lighter of energy. Wait until you feel better. Wait until you feel more positive. Then pray and manifest and then co-create it. But if you're angry, sad, you feel bad, you're worried and you're stressed out, you're in grief, and you're worrying about the loss of it all, then don't bother. I'm upside down in my vibration. Okay, I'm hearing you. Beautiful. Okay. I just didn't believe in you. If you don't believe it so, then it will not come true. I can sit there going, please God, make that person get better. I'm so worried about this. And you're tainting the prayer with the worry word. Please God, this person is so sick. Come out of my page, bruv. I cannot think about somebody that I love in the energy of worry or fear, because I'm sending those energies to the person that I'm thinking about. Everybody prays for the person that they love in the wrong way. I'm not saying it's a wrong, but I'll tell you this. I'll tell this to you. And I can say this because I have died and I have come back. This is the 4th open heart surgery. They sliced me all the way down to here. Okay, I had my near-death experience for the 4th. This is the 4th time, my 4th open heart surgery. I died, I came back. And what I was educated when I was on the other side is people seem to be praying wrong. They hear your prayers, but why do you manifest and pray and wish for something when your heart is broken or when you're scared or you're in fear? And I go, but what does that do? And then they showed me everything. I'm praying and my prayer has cracks in it. That's what they showed me. My prayers has cracks in it because you're sending it out there, you're begging for it, you're praying for it, but it doesn't seem to be coming true because you don't know if it's going to be, it just has to be, it is healed. This person is healed. We've got another 50 years together, and that's the bottom line. So you are doing something from up and down energy. How's that supposed to be smooth for you? Look at that. You got the strength card. I'm so grateful for my near-death experience. I'm so grateful for my 4th open heart surgery. I can't actually wait for my 5th open heart surgery. Who knows what's going to happen then? Who knows? Who knows how lucky I be? Who knows what I'm going to experience again for the 5th time when they slice me open for 9 hours? Who knows? But I hope I get more education and learn more things. I really hope I get more education and learn more things. I needed to hear this from you, someone like you who's connected to we are all connected to each other. We're all connected to God, universe. You don't even have to believe in it. We're still all connected to that source energy. Sometimes it's hard to get to the source, your angels and your guides and your loved ones, because we're so grief. We're so in grief, and they allow us to be in the grief and the fear energy. It's okay. But you got the strength card as your last message. It says, you hold the power within your own hands. Regain your power within. Focus only on the good. You are strong and capable of achieving and manifesting anything. What are the fucking chances that out of all of these cards, Star Empress, that this was your card? Take a screenshot of it, man. Let me just, what? Is this the mirror card? I don't know. Take a screenshot, girl, and you can put this as a screensaver. What did I say to you? Manifest right. Take a screenshot. What are the chances that this is the card that comes up for you? It talks about manifestation and you're the strength person. You're the one with all the strength. What are the chances, eh? What are the bloody chances? Tell me. There's so much opportunities for a miracle around you. The only person that blocks the miracle and the blessing is you yourself. You keep asking about husband, issues with my husband. How's my relationship with my husband? How's my relationship with my finances? The same reoccurring questions that everybody keeps asking me. Nothing will change because you haven't changed. It's really as simple as that. I did take a screenshot. Good. Like, I get people always asking about their love life, their marriage, their money, their job. It's boring. Like, why hasn't anything in your marriage or your job changed? Why? Is it because you haven't changed? How is the energy going to change if you are the same? Nothing will change because you're the same. And that's how it works. So you can get a tarot reading from all the tarot readings in the world until the sun don't shine. You can get tarot reading so your eyes bleed. But if you haven't changed, nothing will change. Ever. You have to be the change that you want to see. It's as simple as that. Do you see anything? I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Love and light. Call Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to your husband. Those are the energies that you call in. Archangel Michael for the strength. Archangel Raphael for the healing. Those are the ones that you need to have a conversation with. Do you see anything growing between Junior and you? Love and appreciate you, honey. Call Michael. I call him all the time. Call Michael and Raphael. They ain't deaf. They can hear you. Do you see anything growing between Junior and you? I see sexual energy. I feel like you could develop a great friendship. But for some reason, I feel like you still need to have healthy boundaries. But yes is the answer to your question. Yes is the answer to your question. Cindy, is Sina my future husband? If you would like to bypass the list and you would like to get an in-depth reading, it is, you do not need to follow me. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. If you're not happy with your membership or you're not happy with your Superfan Live or any of your subscriptions, then don't be any of those things. And I'll still read for you if my guides highlight your name. If you are a super fan, one day I come on 2 days of the week. If I miss you during the live, an open live, it's because I'm giving everybody else a chance to get a reading. Then I will meet you on a tarot live, a closed tarot live for only my super fans, where then I can answer your question. Is Sina your future husband? There's a possibility that this person could be your future husband, but it's not good. The energy doesn't look good. You'll feel heavily burdened. There's some boredom energy. And this person that you're dealing with could come across as immature. Something that they have not yet exposed to you yet will be seen when you're in the relationship or in the marriage. But yes. Will I get married this year or next year, Christina? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will Christina get married this year or next year? I'm not seeing it at the minute. I feel like there's a stuck energy around you. I've even got the marriage card upside down. It feels to me like, I don't know if you feel like it's going to happen or you feel like it's ever going to happen. There's an energy field around you from what I can see with my third eye. It's like you want something and your heart is telling the universe that you want something, but there's 1% of you that believes it's not going to happen. And believe it or not, that 1% of you is more powerful than the 99% of you. because not believing that something is going to come true is more realistic. That's why the 1% of not believing that you're going to get something is more palpable than the 99% of you. Because you believe it. You believe that you'll never have it. You believe that it's not my luck. You believe that. So when you believe in something, then so shall it be. Constantina, is my BF John serious about you? I don't think so. I don't think so. More focus on money and work and career. If you go further down this road, it could end up quite chaotic, disconnected. I mean, I don't feel, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't feel that way. Nazanin, does Adam still have feelings for you? Yes, but you'll probably never know about it. This person will never go up to you and tell you about it. This person's heart chakra is closed. I just feel like this person is slow to movement, really immature, emotionally immature. I feel like you needed to learn an important lesson from this person. And I don't know, something feels off with this person's energy. Something feels off. Will the course with Joe be beneficial for you, Razia? You'll learn some stuff. You'll get new skills. Later on in life, if you figure out what it is that you want to do and you know what you want to do, yes, it will benefit in that way. But is it the be all and end all? No. It'll benefit you to some degree, but I feel like on some level you might be bored, get bored of it. But ultimately, you're going to have a good one, good life, good energy around you. I do see it. Good life, good energy around you. Keshni. If you're not happy in the job that you're doing, you might need to reevaluate it. I don't know if you're satisfied with the money that you're getting paid. In the marriage, do I feel like it will improve? I think it's going to be the same. I think it's just going to be the same. So whatever is going on between the both of you now, nothing is going to change. I think the energy is going to be the same. If you don't move from the job and you're not satisfied with the job that you're doing and you're not happy with the pay, you need to reevaluate it. If you don't change or your husband don't change, then it will turn toxic because the devil card is there. And then you've got a new romantic cycle begins. Will I get a job anytime soon? Ellen. Angels and guides and loved ones, will you get a job anytime soon? Ellen, will you get a job anytime soon? You will. I also see study and education, learning something brand new, but you seem to be floating about in the Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups always talks about loss, lack, regret, lonesome energy, feeling like it's never going to go your way, not paying attention to the blessing in disguise. Another, focusing on the problem and not focusing on the solution. Focus on the problem will show up like clockwork. Maggie. Will the move be in February? Will the move be in February? I got a yes. I got a yes. You need to do some soul searching, go inwards, meditation, but ultimately I am seeing a yes. The energy is a little bit funky. And I don't know what exactly this is. There's like a hidden element to this situation. There's a hidden element. Any messages for you and you guys' loved ones? Yvonne, any messages for Yvonne? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you and you're not following me, I will read for you when my guides highlight your name. Any messages for you? Fight for what you want. Fight for what you believe in. Remain on top of your game. Be your authentic self. When you do that, you'll be able to move out of rough waters into smoother waters. There's an older masculine around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be collaborating with. And there is some sort of good news coming your way as well at some point. Not right now, but there is some sort of good news coming your way. There is some sort of good news coming your way, and it could be to do with either study, education, or the birthing of a child. Does my baby daddy still want you back? Precious. Does your baby daddy still want you back? Does your baby daddy still want you back? And just guys, loved ones. I don't think so, sweetheart. No. I'm going to be leaving in 39 minutes. If you'd like to bypass everybody in the room, it is 10 cards, 25 great... the meteor shower for 10 cards. I feel like your baby daddy doesn't want you back. I feel like your baby daddy is holding on to such heavy burdens. I feel like your baby daddy is immature, sexually orientated, slow to movement. I've got to know. I've got another man around you, though, Precious. There's another man in your energy. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. You could meet him around study, education, work. But there seems to be money around this other man. Will I get a job soon, Vivian? There will be something emotionally fulfilling coming your way, but not just yet. Look, not just yet. Ace of Coins is upside down. New job, money, pay rise, promotion, investment. But it feels like it's coming in later on. It could be after the eclipse. It could be after the eclipse. You shouldn't wish for karma on anybody, because what you send out to R will come back to you. And karma will not go into the cards of ill wishing for somebody. You want to know if Vishanya R will get his karma. Everybody does. Actions and words and deeds will not pass you by. If you wish bad things on someone, bad things are going to come for you as well. Even if this person did you dirty and did you wrong, even if this person hurt you or this person did this, that, and the other, you are wishing, you're calling in a negative vibration into your energy because you want that person to get bad karma. Whether you like it or you don't like it, karma will never pass you by. If it doesn't fuck you up in this lifetime, it will go ripple down to your children, but then you're going to have to deal with your karma in another lifetime. Does your husband love you? Yes. Yes, your husband loves you. There's so many husbands out there who doesn't love their wives and leaves them for another woman. If your husband is still around you and still with you, I say yes. Does James want a relationship with you, Miranda? No. It feels like there's an opportunity between... It's like this person has choices. Feels like James has options or something like this. It's like you're not the only one as an option for a relationship. That's how it feels. You're an option. I don't want to be an option. It's either me or fuck off. What is Michael thinking about you? What is Michael thinking about you? Angels and guides and loved ones, what is Michael thinking about Nat? Yeah, they're thinking about you in a sexual way, nothing more. They don't want a relation. This person's coming out as narcissistic, egotistical, cutthroat, and brutally honest, can ice you out, very manipulative, very charming. They're not thinking about you in any way to like have a relationship with you, but they're definitely thinking about getting into your knickers. Gemini, should I end my relationship with G? The fact that you're even asking that question already tells me that you should. The fact that you are even asking me that question tells me already, Gemini, that you should. Yes. In fact, it feels to me you should have done it ages ago. But you've been juggling, going back and forth about it. But it feels to me like, I don't know what really you're waiting for. But I think you should end it. If he looks like somebody that could end it with you before you even think about ending it with him. Will I find love this year? Verena. Will you find love this year, Verena? Yes, a karmic one. A karmic one means somebody that you've known from a past life. Somebody that you have unfinished business with, is what that represents. You will, but somebody from a past life. Good, you'll meet this travel, relocation, or a holiday. I'm going to say yes to this. Soul recognition is what I just heard. It's like you'll recognize each other. Any messages for you? Louise. There's going to be an opportunity and a choice coming your way. You might be signing a contract at some point. If it's not a divorce, it's a new house, a new car, a new job. Rest, recover, recuperate. Peace of mind, solitude is where you need to be. And there's also some sort of leveling up of a relationship. Divine counterpart coming your way. Surrender to the divine is your guided message. I'm going to be leaving in... Hold on a second. What? I'm going to be leaving in 32 minutes. If anybody would like to get on my list and you would like to bypass the 75 people in the room, it is the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of the screen. That needs to pop up on the screen with your name on it. Once I see your name, you will bypass the 69 people in the room. If you've already got a question answered from me and you're not a follower, you can only ask me one question. Only members and superfans can ask me more than one question. So I can see a couple of people that I've already read for. And I will not be reading for you again. If you're not a follower, you can only ask me one question on every live. Do not gift me. Doesn't guarantee you a reading. Lilu, will me and Lethu get back together? Angels and guides and loved ones, will Lilu and Lethu get back together soon, please? And thank you. Will you get back together soon? I don't think so. And I think this person might be talking to somebody else. You are supposed to learn important life lessons, like healthy boundaries. I don't think so. And if you did get back with this person, you are not going to be satisfied. Sophia, anything for you? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Sophia need to know, please, in love and light for Sophia? You're going to sign a contract. You need to get out of your ego. Stop over-analyzing and overthinking things because you might be blocking the money, the contract. There is good karma, a change and a shift in your energy. Cause and effect, win-win situations, the balancing of the karmic scales, the signing of the contract. If it's not a new job or a marriage, if it's not a divorce, it could be a new house, a new car, a new home, all of the above. Hold your vision is your guided message. What does Artie think and feel about you? Laurie. That they can manipulate you easily. That Artie could tie you around his fingers, and Artie can have you whenever he wants. Artie will tell you everything that you want to hear, but it's not actually true. You're going to give everything in the connection, but you're not going to get anything in return. Should I go for the house that is available for me to do so right now? Should you go for the house that's available to you? Abby. Let's have a look and see. Yes. If you're not satisfied where you currently are, go for it. If you're not satisfied where you currently are, Abby, you should definitely go for it. You just haven't let go of this person's energy on some level. Is this person still alive? Is this person still alive? Sag Fairy? I just feel like there's a part of you subconsciously that hasn't let this person go. It might feel like you didn't get the recognition that you needed from this person on some way, shape or form. It could feel like it feels like there was unfinished business between the both of you on some level. Like there's unfinished business. I feel like I feel like this person has some sort of egotistical energy to some degree. I feel like there might have been other people getting involved in this relationship or this connection, but I am feeling like it's like there's unexpressed emotions or feelings between you and or the person in question. It's kind of hovering in the air to some degree. I can't remember if you're a super fan. Nothing is yet set in stone. There could be a possibility that you guys could meet up later on in the future, but it just feels like there was incomplete energy. Health, work, love, and fear. Health, work, and love. Sam. Health, work, love. I feel like you might need to have a break from work. I feel like in work you're not getting paid enough. You're not getting paid enough, and there might be some unsatisfactory energy. And I feel like in love, there will be some sort of mental clarity, new beginnings and new opportunities and new challenges. There is an older masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. You could meet him around work, study, education. And it feels like you need to get your confidence back up there. Feeling more confident, feeling more self-assured to some degree. these are the energies that you need to be in. Will we move house soonish, Shannon? Will you move house soonish, Shannon? Will you move house soonish, Shannon? I got a yes. You're going to have an opportunity of 2 places, Shannon. And the world card is the move. Ending of a cycle, beginning of something brand new, a move, travel or relocation. So I got a yes with this. Emotional contentment. The answers that you need are coming, Shannon. I got a yes with this one. How does R feel about you? How does R... I do not think I'm going to go on Instagram today. I'm too tired. I'll go on Instagram tomorrow, probably. I'll post up what time I'm going on. How does this person feel about you? I feel like this person is more practical than emotional. Feels like they're either workaholic, money orientated, always about business, work and pleasure, trying to get rich or die trying sort of an energy. But do I feel like it's like that's what their focal point is on? Do I feel like they visualized you like somewhere in the future? I see that this person has visualized you somewhere in the future. I do feel like this person has thought about you in that sense. But I just feel like there's this karma card upside down. It doesn't feel like you have anything that you can gain from each other in the long run. Do I feel like you're going to be happy and healthy and have the relationship of the dreams that you want? I do feel that way, yes. How's your mum feeling since retiring? How's your mum feeling since retiring? The last eclipse is on the 28th. But then there'll still be remnants on the 28th, after the 28th. So we had the first eclipse on the 12th, and then we have the next eclipse on the 28th, and the energy is still lingering. It's chaotic. Everyone is being triggered. It just feels like everything is delayed, short of fuse. It's just really annoying, this energy. But it's good. Even though it comes in on the 28th, the energy is still palpable still. How's your mum feeling since retiring? Serenity Rose. How's your mum feeling since retiring? I'm not gonna lie, I think she's a little bit bored. I feel like she's happy she's kind of back and forth with it. It's like she is happy that she's retired because she's feeling maybe a little bit drained. But at the same time, I feel like, oh, she's thinking about it in the back of her head, like, I do miss doing something, or I do miss work to some degree. It's like she's happy, but she isn't. But she knows that she needs to have that time off because she needs to have a break. It's those energies, if that makes any, that sounds about right. She's like, I know I need to rest and I know I need to retire and I know it's time, but I really miss working. It's really like, she's like back and forth. Josephine, will Jatan contact you again? Yes. I don't think it's for what you think, though. It could be maybe needing somewhere to stay, maybe needing to borrow some money, maybe talking about career or money, but there's something to do about finances. Jatan is not the only man in your energy because I've got the King of Coins and the King of Cups. There is going to be an option or a choice for you in and around connection or a relationship. Is somebody from your past returning 1111? I think I'll go on Instagram tomorrow. I was going to do it for 1 hour today doing free readings, but I'm just not bothered. I'm a bit tired. Sorry. Is someone from the past returning? Angels and guides and loved ones. Is somebody from your past returning? Is somebody from the past returning? Oh, God. Yes. Why did you ask that? It's either to somebody that you met at work or somebody that you had a love connection with. It's either somebody that you've met at work or somebody that you had a love relationship. That's who's returning. Yes, whatever intuition told you that, whatever intuitive hit you got, I got a yes with that. Salma, I'm going to read a few more people. I'm hungry. Will A contact me after telling you how you feel? Will A contact you after you telling him how you feel? I don't think so. I don't think so, sweetheart. I think that you're the one that's got emotions and feelings towards this person. And I think the person that you're dealing with. So look, there's characters in the card. You're the Queen of Cups, the one who's feeling all this love vibrations around this person. And this person is coming out as the Knight, the Page of Coins, the Page of Cups. Emotionally immature, not on the same page as you. Emotionally, vibrationally different. You're a queen. This is a child. I don't think so. Is A scared to contact you, Poppy? Is A scared to contact you? Is A scared to contact you? Is A scared to contact you? Yes. You're like a healer. You are intimidating in some way. There's something about your vibration which makes this person's vibration feel off. This person lives in their ego, trapped in their thoughts, anxiety, nightmares, going through something in their personal life, and it gives them anxiety. But yes, they are afraid to contact you because I just feel like this person is very depleted in some way, shape or form. Will Fatty message you? No. This person is traveling, going somewhere, doing something to do with traveling or disappearing, which you may or may not know about. But I've got a no with this. You've got a soulmate coming your way and it isn't Fatty. Maria, what does R feel for you? What does R feel for you? I'm going to be going live tomorrow on my Instagram. The link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. I'll do 1 hour free readings on there. Only an hour of free readings. Once I post up what time tomorrow I'm going up, if you are not on there first, it's going to be first come, first serve, and I'll go in order down the list as you come into the room. If you'd like to get free readings on my Instagram tomorrow, I'll post up what time on here and on Instagram, what time I'm going live tomorrow on Instagram. But make sure you log on the time I give you so you can get first come, first serve. Not much, to be honest. You want to know how this person feels about you. I don't feel like this person thinks about you the way you think. I think this person has got other things on their mind. I think this person is focusing either on their travels, on a vehicle, focusing on their parent or something around the parents. And I think that this person is trying to find a place of peace. I feel like this person is focused on expansion in their own energy. You're not at the forefront of their mind. It doesn't feel like you're in the forefront of their mind. Because they've got other stuff going on in their personal life that you may or may not know about. Nirali, will Rowan contact you again? Yeah, but this person's going to contact you when they're ready. Nothing has changed. Their emotions are still the same. You get a contact in 5 days, weeks, months, or the 5th of a month where things are going to shift and change in your favor. I don't know if I like the energy of this person. I think this person is more than capable of making you feel left out in the cold. All right, guys, I'm going. I'm too tired and I need to eat something. I'll be back tomorrow on my Instagram. The link to my Instagram, if you follow me on there, once I post up what time I'm going live on TikTok, on Instagram, and you're the first one to put up your name and your question, I will read you first because it is first come, first serve. So again, the link to my Instagram is there. This will be posted up in maybe less than a week because it's only been about, I think, 2 hours. And I'll see you on Instagram tomorrow. Bye, guys.